Welcome, Divine Souls. I am Louv, MD with 1111 Divine Life, and I wanted to stop in and give you this short segment of words of encouragement right now because you have been going through many things, many changes, challenges, and I'm definitely picking up for those in particular that have been experiencing a lot of shifts within your life where you may have had to separate from people that were very close to you. These things may have caused you for a time to feel that you were left out, that you were looked over, but this was meant to be. This is God's divine calling on your life in order to provide you the avenue to actually receive your blessings. Because you see, many of you were surrounded by serpents. You were surrounded by people that were hosts for demonic interference. And so you may have called yourself to this very moment. When I say called yourself to this very moment, you may have gotten down on your knees and prayed and asked for some level of divine intervention. You may have called out to God to come in and intercede on your behalf. And when you did that, you may have been taken by surprise at all the people that was exposed for not only their covert behaviors of trying to affect your life, of trying to rob you of your blessings. This needed to be exposed to you. And now that you're aware of what the enemy was trying to do, these things were not revealed to you so that you could be tortured and tormented by the fact that you were surrounded by these individuals. But this is an aspect of opening up to a new season within your life, of actually stepping into this place that actually supports you in all the things that bring peace to your life, that bring happiness to your life. Those individuals needed to be removed out of your life so that you can truly receive your blessings. And often we hold on to things that we feel we're comfortable with. And the reason why this is so important, because when you think about familiar also sounds like family. And unfortunately, when you come from an upbringing that has a lot of toxicity, maybe there were toxic family members, although you know that you may need to walk away from certain people, there is a natural sense of fear that some people face when it comes to making that decision, because this could mean that you may have to have a clean slate. And so this is where you are right now, where you are in this space of actually beginning to receive your blessings because you actually did the work. You actually allow yourself to separate from people that may have been toxic, people that were doing things behind your back. And for some of you, you even picked up on these things, but you were in denial about it. Now that God has brought you to this point in your life where you made that decision to walk away, to block calls, to make the decision to choose you, opposed to putting other people's needs ahead of yourself. This is the season where you are beginning to receive amazing blessings. So stay true, hold on, even if you feel a little bit apprehensive. Rely on that faith that you have. Even if you have faith as tiny as a mustard seed, that's all you need. You only need a little bit of faith. Continue to focus on healing yourself from the things that you've overcome, because so many people give up right before those blessings begin to manifest. And I'm telling you that blessings are on your horizon. Look for them. You'll see signs and synchronicity. Things that are happening for you, that are blessings that are happening in your life, are not coincidence. God is not working that way. These blessings are happening because you deserve them. You've gone through so much, and other people have given up. You may have noticed there's people that look defeated as you're going around. Okay, you see people with their heads down. You see people that have given up and just decided that they were just going to pitch a tent outside and live outside. You may have experienced homelessness. You may have experienced so many devastating things in the face of these obstacles of letting these people go. But by doing that, by holding true to the promises of God, that if you are faithful, that if you are loyal and true to what God is guiding you to do, if you are loyal and true to yourself, if you are loyal and true to your divine complement, to your husband, to your wife, if you're loyal and true to your children in the midst of whatever storm that you're brought to, just know that your blessings are on the horizon. They're manifesting. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel and decide that you're going to side with the enemy, to decide that you're going to do what the world does and become evil and become toxic. That's not the way. So, again, if you have had any type of doubt, or if you were skeptical about the choices that you've made, that you were guided to make, I want to encourage you. It may look like the enemies are winning, but all of that is an illusion. Understand that the enemy, the devil, is very crafty. And a lot of things that are presented to us for us to see are only illusions. It may look like the devil is winning. It may look like the enemy is winning, but it's not. These are all illusions to make you side with that type of lifestyle. And that's not for you. You've held on for this long, and it's for a reason. So just be ready. Be ready in the form of receiving all it is that God is about to bestow in your life, because I'm telling you, you're going to be receiving abundance in everything that you imagine you desire. Because by you focusing on healing yourself and focusing on what you need to do to move forward, because your life trajectory is moving into this righteous realm. Okay? You may have stumbled at times. You may have had to pick yourself up and shake yourself off. But the mere fact that you were determined, that you did not give up, okay, is what is important. God knows the struggles that we go through. The angels knows the struggles that we go through. So there's mercy, there's compassion for us. So Spirit wants you to have compassion for yourself. Don't give up. If you feel overwhelmed at times, take the time to rest. Take the time to do things that you enjoy. But be encouraged and reassured that all the things that you have had to sacrifice, you may have had to sacrifice relationships with close relatives, with parents. You may have had to sacrifice relationships with siblings. Some of you only have one sibling, and you had to sacrifice that relationship because it was not right. It was not coming from a Christ-centered perspective. It was not coming from a space of love. There was a lot of envy tied to it. Okay? And so during this time, in the interim, before your blessings actually hit, there are tests that may come up. There are tests that may come up in the form of people being envious or trying to set traps for you. People trying to provoke you, trying to get you out of your character. But stay true. Have grace within the midst of the storm. Because when you do so, that's just how much more God is going to bless you. You see, God is allowing us to be conduits of positive energy in this earth realm. God is helping us to go through these different trials, and we're being blessed for it. But what is happening is, what I'm noticing is that so many people give up right before their blessings actually manifest. And so as someone that is very well versed when it comes to manifestations, because I've been through so many different things and I've been an overcomer for all of my life. And I'm letting you know that staying true to the light, not retaliating, although it may seem tempting, trust me, I've been there. Avoid resonating on lower frequencies. Hold true to the light, continue to vibe higher and thrive. And understand that the blessings that are on the horizon, they're that close. You can be in the midst of receiving your blessings tomorrow, today, within the next hour. You never know. It could even be within the next couple of minutes. It could be different for everyone. But what I know for sure is that those of us that are chosen, those of us that have done the soul work, those of us that have let go, those of us that have walked away from situations that weren't good for us, those that have walked away from people that were toxic towards us, no matter how long we've had these people in our lives, enough is enough. There's work to be done in this earth realm. And by passing the test, by choosing to stay true to yourself and what your soul is guiding you to do, that is the divine alignment that needs to definitely be honored within your life. Even if you feel that you're the only one that you have in your corner in this earthly realm, as far as someone that is of flesh, right? Still stay true. You're supported. You have 100K angels around you. Believe it. Continue to focus on affirming yourself on a daily basis, because these manifestations are real. I'm talking about manifesting big things. Like, God is not going to give you a half manifestation. Your heart's desires will be fulfilled. So that's why it's so important for you to focus on being graceful, focus on being compassionate towards self and even towards others. Because if you're operating within this Christ consciousness energy, if you're operating within this goddess energy, this God energy, and people try to come against you, that's just letting you know how out of balance they are. So opposed to taking offense to the things that they're saying, allow yourself to process the things and the projections that are coming towards you, the attacks that are coming towards you, and understand that it's not about you. This is a spiritual war. But understand, scripture lets you know that it's already won. It's already won in the spiritual realm. But what happens in this earth realm is for others to ascend to the place in life that God wants us to be, to receive abundance. Abundance is your natural birthright. Don't allow the enemy to steal your birthright by provoking you or trying to trigger you to be angry. Take a deep breath. Allow that thing to go. And I know many of you are returning to work tomorrow, as I am as well. But understand that for many of you, this is only temporary. You could be in this particular phase in your life right now for some reason. You could be in this particular job or opportunity right now just to be a messenger for someone else. Understand that we as earth angels, we as the chosen ones, we may go through trials and tribulations, but understand that you'll always be provided for. And trials and tribulations oftentimes they don't last long. Okay, but these things are for us to continue to evolve in this earth realm and to help others evolve to their God or goddess versions of themselves. So as you embrace yourself healing and evolving in this time, stay true to your path and understand that whatever you may be going through right now is just a season. If you are manifesting financial stability and financial freedom where you don't have to work with certain people, receive it. Receive that I am financially self-sufficient. I am at peace and I'm divinely provided for. I have to work for no man. I work for God and I'm divinely provided for. Affirm that. Affirm on a daily basis and understand that it is manifested for you. Until next time, I invite you to vibe higher and thrive and always stay true. I am Louv, MD with 1111 Divine Life. Be encouraged. Ashe.